Yo, how does that song go? And the trumpets, they go.
And the trumpets, they go.
It's exactly like old road. Alright, nighttime story. I am in Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is my fourth state of the day: North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, now Tennessee. I'm going to get a massage because I got a Grint Tour event tomorrow at McLemore Resort. Should be fun. I watched some videos. The course doesn't look overly complicated. And we're on kind of a heater where I've won or made money in every tournament I've played but one, and I've played in like 7. But yeah, this is where we at. Very beautiful, very peaceful. Now let's get this back worked out so I don't end up in the hospital again. Okay, it's the morning of day 1 of the Grint Tour event at McLemore Resort. I've been watching Barstool play it all morning, but they suck, so it's not really a good indicator. God, allergies are kicking my ass. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna try our best. I'm gonna film holes as I go. Try to get as many of the cool views. 18 is the one everybody wants. And try to get all those, and then I'm gonna put this all together in a big YouTube video for y'all to watch. But stay tuned. I'm gonna give a tournament recap from my tournament at McLemore. So we get to hole 1. I didn't realize we were gonna have to walk. It is blowing probably 20, 25 miles an hour on every single hole. So I try to ease up on my driver, and the wind just takes it all the way across the fairway, but it's on grass. Didn't fall off the mountain like I thought it was going to. Day 1, we're playing the Keep. It's cold. It's windy as fuck. But check out this view. Check out this course. We're gonna have a fun day. After the first hole double, I say to myself, okay, if I can just break 80, I think I'll be in good position, because it's so windy. It's a mountain course. We're all walking. Just a tough day. So hole 2, I play for the win, but again, it pierces through, goes right into the bunker. Lay up. Caddy gave me bad information, so I come up short of the green, get on 2-putt. And it was just more of the same all day. This hole, it was a short one, so we take driver because the wind was directly into us. And this is the only water on the course because, again, the course is built on top of the mountain. So I aim at the water, knowing it's going to cut, knowing the wind's going to take it. Sure enough, it does. Almost goes into the bunker, but we fall just short. Again, there's plenty of room behind, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I still kind of don't clip it very well, but I land on the green. I'm just so far away that it's going to be a tough putt. And I, for the life of me, could not figure out these greens. I had 41 putts to end day 1. I didn't know what to do, and my caddy was not helping. So we had a dual caddy, so he was working with both of us, but he couldn't help me with speed. I mean, I don't hit it hard enough as it is, but he wasn't helping me with reads or whatever. So I had a caddy, but I was on my own. And this one is the first one we 3-putt. So to start the day, I couldn't hit a green in regulation, and I was 2-putting. And then by the 6th hole, I started to get in greens and regulations, and then I started 3-putting. So the next one's a par 5. You just saw the 3-putt. Next one's a par 5, uphill. I get as close as I can into on the green in 3, but I'm just on the front of the green. And once again, I hammer this putt, and it just doesn't go anywhere. And then I miss the comebacker and 3-putt again for another bogey. But again, bogey golf is what our goal is for the day. So this next hole you see is a par 3. It kind of plays downhill, and it looks like you can't go long, but you could go a little bit long because those are the next tee box. So it was about 150, but we had a wind into us, so I hit a 6-iron, which is my 170 club, and again pierces through the wind, lands on the back of the green, but we're on the green. I ask my caddy, I ask him, okay, what does this do? And he's like, oh, it doesn't go right. And then as soon as I hit it, it goes pretty much exclusively right. And I'm like staring at it, I'm like, bro. But again, putting is on me, not on the caddy. So I missed this one terribly, and then because I've been missing them all day, I get a little extra and it goes by. Again, another green in regulation, another 3-putt. And at this point, I start to get frustrated because now I'm hitting greens, but I'm not 2-putting. And my caddy's not telling me anything about the course. So we're off enjoying the views because it's a beautiful course. So I get up to number 9, I hit driver. I mean, I was always gonna hit driver as it is, but my caddy didn't tell me that about 250 where my driver would end up, that there's a fairway bunker. And so I hit a perfect little baby cut right down the center of the fairway. I pick up my tee, I don't even watch it. So I'm looking good. So we get down there and I look, I'm in the middle of the bunker right behind the lip. So I have about 130 in. So I take a 9-iron and try to get out, and I flub it again. That's on me. I flub it out, and then I kind of get on the green. I 3-putt again for a double. Point, I'm furious because my goal is bogey golf and I can't do it. And I feel like I'm not getting the information I need from a caddy. If it was just me out there by myself and I never play, it was one thing, but I have a caddy and I'm not getting any help. So what do? I take my 3-wood and I bash my ball off the side of the mountain because I don't need that ball anymore. And at this point, I don't even talk to my caddy. I hand him my club and I start walking. So it's par 5. Good thing about this course, they got free snacks at the turn. I really enjoyed that. The hole number 10 is par 5. I want to hit 3-wood, but he keeps insisting that it's a driver hole. So I'm like, trying to talk myself out of it because I'm like, this guy doesn't know golf. He doesn't know my game. I do. Take the 3-wood. But you say, you know what? I need to get back in this. Maybe if I hit a good drive, I can get back into it. And I slice the piss out of this drive. It really gets on my nerves. So I'm screaming and carrying on, just God damn it, like, like a mature adult. And we find it, it's like in a ground under repair kind of thing, but I can still hit it. There was a little ditch that I was afraid of going into, and I almost went into it, but I find it. I hit a 6-iron that goes into the green side bunker, which I was trying to avoid. Again, made me even more mad. But then I hit a really good shot out of the bunker that almost goes in. I'm like, okay, and that's a tap-in par. So I don't even say anything to my caddy, just hand him my club, go to the next one. It's a par 3, downhill. I don't ask him any questions anymore because I'm over it. And I hit a pure shot that goes down the hill, just onto the green. I'm like, okay, you're uphill. You can't hit this hard enough. Just hit the ball. So I hit it. Still doesn't get there, but it's a tap-in par. So, okay. So I had those 2 doubles, a lot of bogeys in between. Now I got 2 pars, so I'm back on bogey golf track. We get to hole 12. It's an uphill par 4, short but uphill. So I hit a drive that's perfect, dead center of the fairway, and I have about 105 in. So I take my 54. I take it to the top. I come down, and as I'm coming down, I feel it in my hands snap. And it kicks forward and blades the ball over the green. So I'm like, what the hell? And I look, and sure enough, the shaft broke underneath the grip. Added insult to injury. So, but we forget about that. So we finally found it. It was about 20 yards over the green and in some mush. So I try to chip it, it comes up, and then I chip it and it goes past the hole and come back. So it should have been an easy par, maybe even a birdie turns into a double.
Where's the line? The little wispy stuff on top of the rock?
Yeah, like a little, you see that like tallest kind of tree sticking out?
Yeah.
That's like really naked?
Yeah.
Like that's like a line.
So, and then the next hole is a par 5. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can build myself back into this. Good drive, good 3-wood, onto the green.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay.
what is going on today? This is so annoying. I've been playing so well, and now I can't make 2 putts on any green that exists on this course. Now we get to 17, which is the hole with the rocks built all around it, which is a pretty cool hole. And you'll see from this shot that I'm middle of the fairway, and I'm 100 yards out. So I don't have that club anymore. So I take my 54, and I try what I thought was a half swing, but from the video, it's a full swing. And it goes just over the green into the bunker. And we have to wait for 15 minutes because the group in front of us is taking forever. So we're just sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting. So I take my driver, it slices across the fairway, almost off the mountain, but stayed in.
Yeah, it's gonna be alright.
And then we get to our ball and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting. So then I hit a 6-iron trying to get there, and this one slices off. I thought I hit it off the mountain, but it stayed up. And then I chip onto the green, so I'm like, all right, just 2-putt and get out of here. 3-putt again. I don't know what's going on. So that round took 6 hours to play. I came home and immediately took a nap and just back to the hotel, took a nap. Didn't want to do anything else. Just mad that I shot a 92. I looked at the leaderboard, I'm 7 shots back, so I'm like, all right, you know, whatever, maybe we get hot tomorrow. And boy, did we. So this shot you'll see here is from the second hole. I parred the par 5 number 1. This is the second hole, downhill par 4, over water for your second shot. I'm in perfect position. I have a 9-iron, and I absolutely flush it. Never leaves the flag, just ends up a little short. So because of yesterday, I'm like, just bang your putts in. What do you care if they come up short? So I hit this one pretty hard, and luckily the hole got in the way, because if not, it'd have been 15 feet by and I'd be mad and probably out of the tournament at that point. So 1 under through 2. Next one's a downhill par 3. I hit a towering pitching wedge that lands probably 4 feet from the hole. Bang that in for birdie. So now I'm 2 under through 3. I'm like, all right, this is good. Get lucky on the next hole because it's blind and there's a little ravine, and I miss it by about 5 yards. Get on the green, 2-putt from about 40 feet. So now I'm 2 under through 4. Another one's a par 3. I hit it to about 35 feet, but these greens are running more true. And I get it, and I read, and I hit the putt, and it's going, it curls right into the bottom of the cup. So now I'm 3 under through 5. Is I don't look at the leaderboard until every 6th hole. So 6, 12, and 18 is when I look at the leaderboard to not get in my own head. So the 6th hole is a par 5. It's the fun one where if you hit it, you have to hit it up to the edge of the cliff, and then you have to hit it over the cliff down the hill. But this is the first hole where the wind kind of picks up, and it's like 15 miles an hour into us, and it's 275, but it's a 30-foot drop, and I'm on some hard pan. I try to hit a hybrid, and I just cold top it. I guess I was trying to overswing, whatever. But I cold top it, goes into the shit. I drop one down, hit a 4-iron, and hook it into the side of the mountain. Have to go down, take a drop. That drop misses the green. Then I get up and don't even finish out the hole because there's a max stroke of 9. So I go from 3 under through 5 to 1 over through 6. I look at the leaderboard. I'm tied. I went from 7 shots back to tied in 6 holes. So I'm like, okay, keep playing the way you were for those first 5 holes. You'll have a shot. And it was really a bunch of nothing for the rest of the day. Here's 18. We get up there. I know I'm not going to go off the side of the mountain because my driver's built to go right.
The cart path goes like this, comes back down on the cart path on this tee box.
And sure enough, I hit it right over the mountain. It goes right, but there's a slope that catches everything. So
That's actually probably perfect.
I get up there, it landed on the right side of the fairway, ended up on the left. I have about 140 to the green, but it's uphill.
Perfect.
So I take a 7-iron, which is a 160 club, and I hit it and I rip it. And it ends up going past the hole. At this point, I knew where I was at. I went and looked at the leaderboard, saw I was down 2. So even if I made the birdie putt, I'm not gonna win. Second place does get paid, so does third. And just to cap off the perfect putting weekend, I 3-putt 18 to finish in a tie for second, and I lost on a tiebreaker, and I get a $100 gift card. But yeah, that was my tournament. If you like these recap style videos, I can make more. I do a lot of tournaments, but I wanted to share my overall thoughts of what happened on the tournament. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already.